I grew up in Byron Bay. Basically, it's a small little surf town on the east coast of Australia. Pretty much everyone in the town just surfed, and you just hung out at the beach all day and went to school occasionally. If the surf was good, you just barred school and went surfing.
Yeah, this is the area I grew up in. As you can see, it's not a bad place to live. Beautiful beaches, always surf, warm weather.
It's like fishing, surfing, doing whatever was outdoors. Whatever the day brought, we would do. Used to have barbecues down here with my family. We grew up in a place that's pretty much paradise.
There's only one school, one high school, so we all went to the same school pretty much, and you'd meet each other in the surf and stuff like that. So everyone in the band kind of knew each other before this whole thing happened.
Me and Winston used to hang out a lot because he used to be a pretty much professional bodyboarder.
We used to go on surf trips together, and he used to film me back when I was actually bodyboarding for something, I guess. In the beginning, Byron had no scene at all. There was a handful of kids listening to this music that seemed so out of place in our town.
We started a punk band when I was like 14 or 13 or something, called Think Straight. And then a couple of years later, we sort of evolved into getting into hardcore.
The fact that there's anyone playing heavy music up there, let alone a hardcore scene forming up there, is pretty hard to believe. It's probably the only scene in Australia where 14 and 15-year-old kids were going to shows.
Every venue we had in Byron lasted about 2 shows maximum, and it just got shut down to the point where we had nothing again.
There was no venues in Byron, so if we ever were happened to play a show, it would be in my basement at the Parkway house.
The Parkway house, from the first time we went there, is the most open house I've ever been in. Like, it was as if you were going home to your house.
Parkway house is like a little oasis for us and all our friends.
We all got kicked out of other jam spaces throughout the town. Ray and Jenny ended up saying, yeah, you can jam here.
We had a nice place to jam, no neighbours. My parents didn't mind, they loved it.
There was bike jumps in the yard at one point in time. We used to drive shitty cars around the yard and get towed around and just do completely stupid things.
It's just the best childhood ever, I reckon.
Hey, do what you want, but don't do it like me. Idleness, anticipation, breed apathy. I sit on my ass all goddamn day. A misanthropic and void with nothing to say. What you must do all you can. Break all the fucking rules and go to hell.